Welcome everyone to our Ignite presentation. My name is Mike Foti, and tonight you're going to see how you can not only save money on your own electric bill, but also get paid on hundreds or potentially thousands of other electric bills. Imagine, if you would, that you can earn an income, an extra income, passive residual if you will, that can literally change your life in several ways. Over the past 18 months, I've had the, joy of being able to formulate a residual income that has given my wife, a 25-year teacher, the option, believe it or not, to not go back to that job in September. She'll probably end up going back, but it's a lot easier to go back when you don't have to go back. Imagine, if you would, that you can earn an extra income that can enable you to do some things that you may not be doing right now. Spend more time with your family, pay off some debt, maybe take that trip here or there, but most of all, be able to help others. An extra income has many, many uses. Now, the reason I'm here today is to talk about the Ignite phenomena. Ignite has been in business since 2005. We started in Dallas, Texas. We are owned by Stream Energy. Stream is a licensed bonded energy provider that buys energy off the grid and hands it to your current utility company, who delivers it to your home. Ignite is the marketing arm of Stream. They are one company. And Ignite, in the last 7 years, has reached nearly $5 billion of revenue. That's a debt-free $5 billion. The Wall Street Journal just wrote us up as the #1 largest direct selling energy company in the world. Now, we are an energy-only company, and again, we've been in business since 2005. What I want to show you here is a map that really shows that timing is everything. I have to confess that I've never really been in the right place at the right time in my life until this opportunity. 18 months ago, I saw this opportunity when Pennsylvania got deregulated. And I realized for the first time in my life, I was in exactly the right place at the right time. If you're here tonight in New Jersey, then the same applies, because we just entered the New Jersey market November 1st. When we started in Texas in 2005, it was the first state to offer energy choice. And I must confess that we got there 3 years late to that party. It was deregulated in 2002, and approximately 76 other competitors beat us to Texas. What did we do? We ended up getting more electric meters than all 76 of those competitors combined, because we have a very unique and effective marketing method that makes us #1 in every market that we enter. So much so that when we entered Georgia for natural gas in 2008, we became the #1 largest natural gas distributor instantly. We then went to Pennsylvania, Maryland, and then New Jersey. But here's what I want you to see. We are in 5 states, nearly $5 billion, but look what's going to happen to the country over the next several years. One by one, each state is being deregulated. They are offering energy choice. And as those states become deregulated, every 3 to 6 months, we enter a new state or a new territory. So in terms of expansion mode, we are just beginning. That is the exciting part. Now, a little bit of history on deregulation. In New Jersey, approximately 2 years ago, you had no choice. Your current provider, JCP&L or PSE&G or Atlantic City Electric, was the only game in town, so to speak. They handled the generation of the electricity, the sales, and the delivery. In other words, they were a monopoly. You had 2 choices. Either pay whatever increases they wanted to charge, or you didn't have power. The good news is they got deregulated, and now you have choice. It's the same energy being generated off that power grid, delivered by the same JCP&L poles and wires, but now you get to choose who you buy it from. The best part of this is nothing changes. You will continue to get billed and serviced by your current provider. You will continue to have the same energy come to your home, measured by the same meters. Nothing changes, except you can pay less. Now, our marketing method, that method that sets us apart from every other competitor, that makes us #1 in every market, is because we do the opposite. We do not use these 2 words. We don't do traditional advertising. Consider that each of our competitors spends, on average, approximately $100 million a year sending you flyers, putting Michael Jordan or another famous athlete on a billboard. In the case of Reliant Energy, they spent hundreds of millions to put Reliant on Reliant Stadium. I have to tell you, I don't exit that stadium, no matter how good the sporting event is, saying, I'm going to switch to Reliant. So they spend all this money, and they get very little return. It's the worst marketing method that you can do. Now, they'll get some customers, and those customers generate revenue, and that revenue goes back to the company. And the cycle continues all over again. But again, it's the least effective form of advertising. We, on the other hand, use the #1 most effective form of advertising, relationship marketing. When I helped my first electric customer switch and save money, they asked me, is it really free? I said, yes, Mom, it's free. They said, will I save money? I said, yes, you will. And nothing changes. You'll still get billed and serviced by your current provider. So as you can see, we'd rather pay you to get a handful of customers because you are so much more effective than traditional advertising. We'd rather put the money in your pocket. And we have been doing that. Over the last 7 years, Stream has paid its Ignite reps over $200 million. And we like that. So we've come up with a very simple marketing plan. So simple that it's duplicatable. It's called 3 and 10. That's your power unit. And it's as simple as this. We ask you to go get a handful of customers, 10 friends and family who want to save money for free on their electric, and nothing changes. Again, you still get billed and serviced by your current provider. And then find 3 people who want to make an extra $1,000 a month or so, helping their 10 friends and family save money on their electric bill. When I saw this slide, it was kind of like my Jerry Maguire slide, where they had me at hello, because I've done some complicated things in life, like mortgages, life insurance, mutual funds, real estate. When I saw this, it was just so simple, I instantly knew I could do it. So my wife Deneen and I, we decided we're in. We decided to pay that one-time franchise fee, not a franchise fee, but the one-time cost of $329. I thought they left off a couple of zeros, actually, because we started our own business for $329, and we got all the tools, training, and support that we needed. But by far, the best tool we've gotten is our Ignite home site. It's $24.95 a month, and it is the only overhead you have in your business. There's no paper, no forms, no advertising, nothing. That's it to run your business. What I like about it is that it is optional, okay, and it's month to month. If you're not making the money you want, you can cancel it at any time. But here's what it does. The 10 customers that you switch happen on your website. So they get tracked, coded, and paid to you every month. I like that you can do this and you don't have to spend $100 a month in gas traveling everywhere, so you actually save money on gas. It comes with it a back office, which again gives you so many other tools to manage your business. You also get a monthly subscription to Success Magazine and our Message of the Month, which is just so helpful because we profile the people in our business who are excelling so fast, and they share what they're doing. They share their secrets with us. Now, the Ignite home site helps you generate 3 types of income. #1, it's quick start income, which you get paid immediately, every week. It is the smallest portion of what we get paid, but it's the most important because it helps you answer that question, how fast do I get that $329 back? You'll see how fast that is. Leadership income, where you get paid to teach someone else how to switch an electric bill. You got to get trained to do this, but I'm going to train you right now. You ready? You have to know how to answer 3 questions. What's the name of your state? What's the name of your utility company? And what's your address and account number? If you can do that and make a phone call to prove your identity, you can teach someone to switch an electric bill. But let's look at Quick Start. Oh, by the way, residual income is our goal. That is where you can get paid on hundreds or potentially thousands of electric bills every month, whether you get out of bed or not. So let's take a look at the first one. Again, don't forget our power unit business plan. 3 and 10. You want 10 customers and 3 business partners who each want to help their 10 friends and family. The company says for you to get your first check in to start your business, you need to switch 4 houses, 4 electric meters. When you do that, you get a check for $100. But they make it kind of simple. That website, which is optional, when you get it, they count it as 2 of your first 4 houses or 2 of your first 4 electric meters. You're halfway there already. Who do you think your first customer normally is?
Yourself.
Yourself. So in about 4 minutes, you save money on your electric. That night or the next day, you call the person that loves you the most or owes you the most. You help them switch their electric, and you have gotten your 4 counts, and in about 10 days, you get a check for $100. Now, don't forget, you saved hundreds of dollars on your bill. You get a check in the mail for $100, so you just about break even on the first day. Now, you have 30 days to do that, so we never put pressure on you. But we tell our team, why would you not do that in the first 24 hours? We call this 4 points in 24 hours or 4 in 24. Because you get your website instantly. It takes 4 minutes to switch your bill. That night or the next day, you call your mom or your best friend. You've got your first check. Now, you will eventually go get your 6 final customers. And when you do that, you get a check for $100 again. But here is the secret to the business. I did not invent this, but boy, I followed it. You will not go after those 6 customers. Once you get your 4 points, 2 for your website, switch your home and 1 other, you take your electric sales hat off, you throw it away. It is not about being Captain Kilowatt. You become what I call a professional inviter. When you invite someone to see what I'm about to show you, from my experience, and I've never seen this before, about 6 out of 10 people see this and say, I can do that. Some say, I can do that real big. Here's what happens. We share this, let's say we share this with 10 people. Your first person sees it and says, I can do that. They get their website, switch their home and 1 other, they get their $100, you get another $100. We share this with a few more people, and you get your second and third business partner, thus fulfilling the 3 of the 3 and 10. Now, you find that you'll get a 4th, 5th, and a 6th, but somewhere in the first 10 people that see it, 4 people are going to say, wow, it's really intriguing, but my life's really crazy right now. My dog's dying, this is happening, that's happening. I can't do it. But I got to tell you, I'll certainly be your customer. Because it's the first time they've ever had energy deregulation explained to them. And they see that in about 4 minutes for free, they can save hundreds of dollars on their electric bill. But most of all, they realize they're helping you put Johnny through college, or whatever your why is. So you get these 6 customers by default. When you share this plan or take someone to our meeting, they'll either be a business partner or a customer most of the time. So at this point, you have your 3 business partners, you have your 10 customers, and you are now entitled to lifetime residuals from everything that develops. You actually have a willable, sellable, transferable estate, an income stream passable down to 3 generations. Why do I say that? What do you think we're going to help these 3 people here do next? 3 and 10. And we will, you know why? This is just not rocket science, folks. You've got a product that you can give away for free and save people money on their electric bill that they use every day. So at this point, this is the quick start income. But the best part of it is that if you can do this 3 and 10 in 60 days, we're going to increase that $500 to $1,000. We're going to mail you a $1,000 check. If you work a little harder and you can do that in 30 days, we're going to add an extra $1,000 onto the $500 and send you a $1,500 check. This is quick start income off of the one-time investment of $329, not to mention what you're saving on your electric bill. But the second type of income is even better. It's called leadership income. And this is where you can get paid on what others do. Let's take an example. You bring in your 3 business partners, and because they also want that $1,500 bonus and more, what do? They go out and they get their 3 and 10. They bring in 3 people each, or 9, and on those 9, you receive a $50 one-time bonus when they switch their 2 electric bills. Let's be clear, in this business, no one gets paid for recruiting. Everyone has to sell a product. And when they sell 2 electric bills in the first 30 days, these 9 people generate $50 or $450 for you. But again, we fund your business and their business. These 9 people, similarly, they want that $1,500 and more. So they go get 3 associates each. bringing in 27, on which you get $50 again. But the 27 bring in 3, and on those 81, you get $50. But the 81 bring in 3, and on the 243, you get $50 again. You can earn $18,000 in leadership income just from the first 3 associates that you bring in. But understand, when that first set of 3, when they get 3 and you get 12 associates total, you get promoted to what's called managing director. And you have the opportunity to bring in a second set of 3 business partners. We call them associates again. And you're called a managing director, and now from the second set of 3 business partners, you earn a $75 leadership bonus when they build their business and bring in associates. The third business you can build is a senior director group, and you can earn $175 from everybody that comes in there, and $225 that comes in on your 4th business. Let's take an example. Let's look at how the senior director line works. After you do a couple of things and promote, you're a senior director, and you bring in your 3rd set of 3 business partners, associates. But now, because you're a senior director, you get a $175 leadership bonus on top of the $100 bonus. So you make $275 times 3. But again, these 3 associates, they want that $1,500 bonus. If they perform in the first 30 days, they're 3 and 10. So they go out and they bring in 3 associates, who bring in 3 associates, who bring in 3 associates. Well, some may bring in 1, some may bring in 7, some may bring in 9, some may bring in 2. But every single associate that comes into your business and starts their business and switches 2 electric bills in 30 days, you get a $175 leadership bonus. But don't forget, that's paid simultaneous to the $50 bonus in your first line, and also to the $75 bonus in your second line. In other words, you have 3 separate businesses growing simultaneously that pay you. 4 businesses actually with the executive director. Now these bonuses go or get paid to unlimited depth. I won't get into what that means right now, but it's a good thing. Now we love these bonuses. The checks cash, we never send them back, but that is not why we do this business. We want what's called residual income. We call it MEI, or monthly energy income. That's where you can get paid on hundreds or potentially thousands of electric bills. Let's take a look at how it works. You have helped 10 friends and family save money on their electric bill, and you're going to get paid on those 10 electric bills, symbolized by the houses. But those 3 business partners you brought in, they went and helped their 10 friends and family and switched 10 each, or 30. You get paid on those 30 electric bills every month also. But don't forget, those 3 business partners, they brought in 3 each of their own. And those 9 business partners switched 10 houses each, or 90 electric bills. You get paid on those as well. And then they brought in 3, and those 27 business partners switched 270 homes, who brought in 3, and those 81 business partners switched 10 each, or 810 homes, and 2,430 on the 5th level. You get paid these residuals down to 5 levels on your first organization, your director organization. You get a whopping 50 cents a month on the 10 friends and family that you switch. $5 a month. I know, it's not even a Starbucks cup of coffee. Don't run out on me yet. The genius of this business is that it's not what you do, it's what you start. And when you teach people to help people, to help people, to help people, you get paid an increasing amount every level as your business grows. On the 4th level, you get paid $1 on those 810 electric bills that those 81 associates switched. Suddenly you're getting this check for $1,000 a month, month after month after month. And it hits you. That's a little less than the average Social Security check, which takes about 25 to 30 years to generate. And then it just keeps coming in, and you realize that it's growing. And it's about at this point in my experience when a good friends of mine, Noreen and Greg Savage, they called my wife and I one day and said, "We're taking you and Deneen out to dinner Friday night." And we said, "What's the occasion? Did we miss something?" They're our best friends, but they don't usually take us out to dinner. They said, "Are you serious? We've been waiting 3 years to get Michaela, or Julia, her braces. We just put $3,000 down cash, and our 3 kids can also remain at Plumstead Christian Academy." They were there 11 years and they were going to have to pull them out of that private school because it's downright expensive. They said, this thing changed our lives. Here's what happened. They had 81 associates at level 4 who switched 10 electric bills each, but those 81 associates, they wanted that bonus. They brought in 3 more. And those 243 associates switched 10 electric bills, on which you get $2 a month every single month on those 2,430 electric bills, plus the other levels, potentially giving you a $5,930 residual check. Now, when I saw this the first time, I figured there has to be some kind of catch to it, so I tried to be conservative. I said, I'm just going to cut that in half and figure, what if that was only $3,000 a month? That still kind of got me excited. $3,000 a month every single month residually. But then I got real conservative. I said, let's break it down to the ridiculous. What if I was a 90% failure at giving this away to 10 friends and family and teaching others to do the same? That's still $593 a month. Almost $600 a month, or $7,000 a year residual. Coming in for college bills, helping people make their rent or mortgage payments, caring for a sick parent, or whatever. And then it dawned on me. As I understood this, I realized this is the potential residual from the first set of 3 associates you bring in. You could do this 3 more times, 3 more sets of 3 business partners. And each time that happens, they take this monthly payout per month per electric bill, and they increase it for your second business by 25 cents a level. They increase it by 75 cents per level on your third business, and up to $1.50 on your fourth business. So I realized that this residual just keeps growing and growing and growing. And I realized that I'm helping people with a service that they purchase every month, subconsciously and habitually. It's not products of any sort, powders, pills, potions, gadgets, or gizmos. I never have to call Uncle Joe and say, hey, would you consider buying an extra $250 of electric this month? People just do it without thinking. And again, this residual on the second, third, and fourth business you build goes to unlimited depth. Now, I want to share just a little bit about what happened to me as I built this business. I started bringing in 3, 4, 5 individuals. They started building and building and building. And it really went so much beyond what I ever thought it could. And the reason I think it did is because 4 main factors. Everyone uses electricity. As I said, we're not asking anybody to buy a product, a physical product, powders, pills, potions, or anything like that. It's electricity. For the first time in your life, every single person you know has your product. They're just paying too much, and they don't know it till you tell them. Because as we were, they're just too busy eking out a living and running the kids to soccer practice to pay attention to what's right in front of them. In New Jersey, it's less than 10% have switched their electric, despite being deregulated for 2 years. I realized that, secondly, I only needed a handful of customers. You don't need 100, you don't need 50, you don't need 10, but 1 every month to do some quota. You just need 10 customers. Number 3, it's a ground floor opportunity. Deregulation is spreading across the country, and we are only in 5 states. Yet we're $5 billion debt-free. Our company, as I mentioned earlier, was named the #1 largest direct selling energy company in the world. Our CEO, Rob Snyder, was given Entrepreneur of the Year by Ernst & Young Accounting, and he was featured in Inc. magazine. Earn dependable monthly income. We're talking about residual here, folks. Now, I could stay up here and tell you that residual is you getting paid on thousands of electric bills every month and making thousands of dollars, but you know what? It means something different to different people. For our working moms, they're not driving home at 10 p.m. every night now in tears because their neighbor just took the first and only first picture of her 16-year-old daughter's prom that she missed because she was working her second job. For others, it's being able to take not just a day off, but maybe a week off to really properly go and review colleges for your 18-year-old. It means different things to different people. $1,000 a month can give a lot of people a lot of freedom. So what I urge you to do is join us. Okay? Let us help you build your business, set up your Ignite home site, become your own first customer, and complete the training. There are 6 7-minute training videos that will show you what works and what doesn't work in our business and will keep you from making mistakes. I want to thank everybody for coming today. It is my pleasure to tell you about this opportunity and how it's changed my life and is changing the lives of so many others. Thank you again.